The call came at 11:47 p.m. A whisper. Broken. "Daddy, he pushed Mommy down the stairs. She's not moving. He's coming up. He says he's going to kill me." My son's voice was trembling, swallowed in the sound of his breath as he hid under his bed. I could hear the footsteps in the background, slow, deliberate, like a predator savoring the chase. Her husband, the fire marshal, local hero, the man who shook hands with judges and drank with cops. Untouchable. He thought he was a god in that town. But he hadn't met me. 99 bodies already weighed on my conscience, each one a face I carried into sleep. This would be the 100th. I didn't shout, I didn't panic. I simply said, "Stay quiet, don't move, I'm coming." And then I hung up. My son's fear became the fuse that lit something colder than rage inside me. Not fire, ice. On the drive, silence gnawed at me. The betrayal was almost comical in its arrogance. My ex-wife had sworn this man was safety incarnate, stability, a new start for our boy. She chose him over me, she said, because I was too dangerous, too broken. And now she was lying at the bottom of a staircase, her body broken instead. I remembered the way he looked at me once, casual disdain, the kind reserved for men who've already been written off. He wore his badge like armor. His friends gave him power, and she believed his charm because she wanted to. That was the wound, not his violence, but her trust in him, her blindness. I tightened my grip on the wheel. No anger showed on my face, only control. My son needed me calm, but inside I rehearsed. Every breath became calculation, every memory a lesson in betrayal I would never forgive. I didn't storm into that house. That's what he expected. Loud footsteps, rage, a fight he could spin later as self-defense. Instead, I parked down the block, shadows swallowing the car. I moved silently, years of training rolling back into my bones like muscle memory. Through the window, I saw him pacing, a drink in his hand, smug, waiting. My son's small shadow quivered behind the curtains upstairs. I didn't rush. I watched, measured. Every second stretched. I cataloged escape routes, choke points, the precise angle of the banister where she had fallen. The stairs had blood on them, her blood. And then I saw something else. Her phone on the table, unlocked, a message unsent. It was addressed to me. "David, I made a mistake. He isn't who I thought." The rest trailed off. But it was enough. Confirmation. She knew, but too late. That was when the calm in me hardened into strategy. This wasn't just about vengeance. It was about proof, about stripping away his mask in front of everyone who believed him untouchable. I slid back into the night, not to attack, not yet, to plan. 2 days later, I had what I needed. Hospital reports, witness statements from neighbors who heard the fight, even a silent recording from the baby monitor my son had been too afraid to turn off. His voice was on it, clear, ugly, a god stripped of his disguise. When I handed the file to him, he was sitting in the fire station, laughing with his men. He froze when he saw me. His arrogance faltered when he opened the folder. The color drained from his face. His eyes darted, searching for denial, for escape. But the evidence was surgical, irrefutable. All I said was, "You're finished." And I left him there, drowning in the silence of men who suddenly saw what he truly was. The trial moved fast, too fast for him to rewrite the narrative. Every friend who once protected him backed away. His empire collapsed without a sound. I didn't testify with anger. I testified with precision. Each word cut him open, calmly, publicly. He looked at me once across the courtroom, desperate, pleading for some shared humanity. I gave him nothing. My son sat beside me, small hand gripping mine. He didn't need to see his father roar. He needed to see his father win without lifting a fist. The verdict came, guilty. His sentence long enough to bury his name, and that was the only death I wanted. The night after, I stood alone on my porch. No celebration, no smile, just the hum of insects in the dark. I thought about the count, 99 bodies behind me, and one man destroyed without bloodshed. It was worse for him that way, living stripped of power, forgotten. For me, it was enough. I didn't forgive my ex-wife. I didn't mourn her choices. She gambled with a monster and lost. My son and I carried the cost, but I carried him inside that night, tucked him into bed, and whispered only one thing: "You're safe now." And for the first time in years, I almost believed it myself. Because sometimes revenge isn't fire, it's silence, and silence is colder. Revenge is not killing the monster, it's forcing him to live without the mask he built his world upon.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.